It's your favorite Compas, and this is your week 13 NFL takeaways episode. But Gilbert, here on Compas on the Beat, we don't just stick to football. What else should the listeners and viewers be expecting today?
Yeah, so I hear there's a new Indiana Jones movie, 5. I'm a little surprised that Harrison Ford is still making movies, but that's good material for us. We get to rank now our favorite Harrison Ford movies. But I think we have to switch up this intro, Fernando, because we do talk a lot about football. And I'm going to say a little preview for this football episode, week 13, here on Compas on the Beat. I think I'm going to add one more team to our controversial Super Bowl contenders list. Stay tuned.
And that team I saw was a lot. It was in the comments a lot when we posted the video on the TikTok. But one person that's not shy from controversy is Dan and Dago. Let's go to him now.
Welcome, one. Welcome all to another glorious Wednesday. You already know what it is. Wednesday is not only hump day, but it is the day that your favorite program drops a new episode. You already know what it is. Welcome back. Grab a cold one, whatever you're drinking, and come hang out with your compas. You already know what we're going to get into. Week 13 takeaways. I go a wee bit nuclear on someone's favorite quarterback. You'll find out later in the program. We're going over week 13 takeaways. We're going over Fernando and Gilberto's power rankings. What? Super Bowl contenders and pretenders. What? We do it all here on your favorite program, Compas on the Beat. So do not forget also, by the way, check us out we're all over social media. Don't forget to check us out on the Instagrams at Compas on the Beat. What? Don't forget on the TikToks at Compas on the Beat. What? Don't forget to check us out on the Twitter at Compas OTB. The OTB is capital. What? And as if you could get enough of your favorite program, let me tell you the programs we also have out there for you, because we're everywhere. Every single day we're dropping stuff. You never know what we're up to. You never know what we're cooking up here, your boys. Don't forget to check out not only Compas on the Beat, which is good for you because you're checking out today, but don't forget to check out Has the Horns. What? Don't forget to check out What's Up Bolts. What? Don't forget to check out Combat Compas. What? And now a new one for the World Cup. Compas FC. We do it all here on your favorite program. Ultimate utility men. We do it all. But anyway, enough dilly-dally, Dan and Dago. It's time to get to your favorite program from all the way across the hallway. Play the music, Nando!
Welcome to Compas on the Beat. I am Fernando Ramirez. I cover the Chargers for the Sporting Tribune. With me, as always, my co-host, my tag team partner, Gilbert Manzano, OC Registrar LA Daily News. What's up, bro?
Hey, your voice is back. I just realized that, Fernando. Good to have you here at full strength. I was getting worried about you,
Yeah.
but then I was like, you're getting up early for these soccer games. You can't be that sick or under the weather. So no pity for you, no pity party. But good to have you on a good What's Up, Bro voice.
Sweatshirts, jackets, I had it all. And then obviously the bars are pretty warm. So but yeah, no, I needed to go out. I needed to go watch I needed to watch some of these soccer games. Honestly, like I know people think it's a drag. Yes, it does suck that the World Cup is during the football season, during the cold season. But man, San Diego really, I mean, and I'm not trying to just have up San Diego, but LA has two professional soccer teams. San Diego's trying to get one. With the enthusiasm I've seen in the last few days from people going to bars, watching World Cup soccer, and not just Team USA, not just Mexico. I mean, they've been watching other games. I wouldn't be surprised if San Diego doesn't get an MLS team soon. But like I said, if that's going to work, you're going to need a superstar to come out here and be a part of that soccer team, because you need, like, Chicharito's a part of LA Galaxy, Carlos Vela's the superstar and LAFC. So you're going to need an equivalent superstar in San Diego. But man, I've just been having a lot of fun going with my friends and stuff to go watch these games early in the morning. It's definitely been a lot of fun.
Yeah, Fernando, maybe you and a group of investors could get together and raise $1 billion to get Cristiano Ronaldo here instead of in Saudi Arabia, right? How about that?
He's gonna be making $200 million a year.
You could raise that
A
quickly. I
year.
know you can. You could do that.
I would.
And then
That'd be
we could
sick. I
sponsor
mean,
the team. We could sponsor the team in San Diego and Compas on the
there you
beat
go.
on the jersey. You know, why not?
Cristiano Ronaldo. Can you imagine? And then when he scores, see.
Sure.
Ooh,
But Fernando, you tricked me into talking about soccer here, but I think I started. So. But
No,
can we
well,
talk
man, it's
football?
World. Hey, you said it was during World Cup time. You would let us do this, so
I
you
did.
said
I
it.
did.
It is happening. Gilbert, count on. I bet you can count on your fingers. How many minutes of total World Cup action have you watched?
Oh yeah, definitely. And let's see. I caught the last 10 minutes of the England USA game. That's more than two hands, right? But that was at the Rams locker room, and I was there for work, so I was pretty much there to watch. Does that count? Uh, Me going out of my own way to watch soccer, maybe about 10 minutes. I think I woke up for the back end of that Netherlands game. That was a pretty bad performance from us on the USA, and then from my other side, from us and Mexico, pretty bad performance throughout the World Cup. And I think I watched maybe 5-7 minutes. So I think over
Did you
10
see?
minutes. But
Did you see the video of the manager getting back to Mexico? Managers are like, Tata, ¿por qué eres tan menso? Tata, like they're yelling at him. And he's like, son periodistas, por el amor de Dios. Sean periodistas. And
wait,
he's basically like,
these were actually
so
reporters saying that.
yeah. I'll see if I can find the video in a little bit. So basically, the Mexican national team head coach, Tata Martino, he's out. He's been fired. Well, they didn't renew his contract. He got back to Mexico City today or this morning, and journalists started yelling at him like, "Hey, your tactics suck. You're a terrible manager." He's like, "You guys are journalists, for the love of God. Why are you guys having an opinion?" Hey, in Mexico, that's the only sport that they have. So these guys go hard. So it was pretty interesting to see them kind of combat them a little bit, but yeah. So obviously, Gilbert, did you have a nice weekend?
I did, because it was a home game. I was on the road a lot for November. This is me
You were.
crying as a beat reporter. I had Tampa Bay, I had Kansas City, and I had New Orleans in the 1 month of November. I got this cool shirt, by the way, barbecue KC. Shout out
Oh,
Joe's.
pretty good.
So yeah, so it's good to be back home, and we'll get into it. But I was very impressed with Geno Smith, something I thought I will never say in August.
Well, yeah, of course. Gilbert, now it's time for Compas on the LA Bird. I'll let you take it away.
Yes. So a little tough to watch this one because it was the same time as the Rams game. But obviously, plug here. I check out What's Up Boats. I want to check out what's going on with the Chargers. And when I saw the final score, I was surprised. 27-20. Chargers fall to the Raiders. I thought, okay. The Raiders are doing okay. They beat the Seahawks, actually. They beat the Broncos, but the Chargers need this win. It's must win. Like you guys said on What's Up Boats, you and your brother Dan Diego, you got to get this one. And then when I started kind of digging in, and then you told me also Chandler Jones had 3 sacks, and as a Jamari Salyer looked like a rookie for the first time all year, which is pretty good to get this far and to finally have a setback. But that third quarter really doomed the Chargers there. And I start wondering, like, okay, what's going on here? But sometimes these divisional rivals, man, they're tricky. You never know what to expect. And the Raiders put out their best effort. And looking at that box score, Devontae Adams and Josh Jacobs had days. So I think the injuries might have caught up to the Chargers, but those are not excuses. The run defense has been a problem all year. I'm not surprised, but trying to deal with Devontae Adams, that's a handful right there for the Chargers. So, I know people are thinking the sky is falling, but the Jets also lost, and they're only 1 game behind the 7th seed, and just 5 games ago. So it's not bad, but it just feels like a typical Charger season. Like, it can never be easy, right? And I know with all the injuries that they have, 6-6 just feels about right for this team. But you would think that they had an opportunity to make up some good ground, and they didn't do it.
Yeah, no, and there's I mean, you've been around it obviously for the years that you covered the Chargers and everything, so you know how it is. It's just I think fans are really getting frustrated with I don't think it's just this. I think it's like everything's kind of mounting. They're like, hey, like we like And I've heard it. I've heard we wasted Philip Rivers last few years that he was good. We're wasting the first 3 years of Justin Herbert, which I'm not gonna say the word wasted, but you kind of do have to look at it and you're like, dude, he's potentially about to be 3 years in with no playoff run, and you're kind of like you're thinking like, shoot, will he even want to resign when it's time to resign with the Chargers? I mean, it's just, and I mean, obviously I'm sure he will and everything, but it's just like me thinking out loud, and it's like, there's a lot of, it was just bad football yesterday, and it's like, okay, you draft offensive linemen, you have a good starting offensive line, but the backups are just terrible. Like they're just bad backups. Like Will Clapp just couldn't hold it down. Brendan Hymus went in one of those, and he made Jerry Tillery looking like an all-pro. And I mean, you know it.
Revenge
I
game.
know it. The fans know it. Jerry Tillery is nothing to write home about, but he looked like an all-pro for those first few minutes. Then Zion came back into the game, and Zion was able to hold him down a lot more. But it wasn't a good look. And then your playoff percentage went from 53% to now 20 to 32. The Raiders are starting to play good football right now. The Steelers are starting to play very good football right now. So like teams are starting to kind of pick it up behind the Chargers. And I'm not saying that they're going to that these guys can catch up or anything. I'm just saying it is getting a little dangerous for them.
Can you give me the final 5 games for the Chargers, and I'll give you a prediction here?
Yeah, let's do it. Dolphins on Sunday Night Football.
Oh, that's right. I think Chargers at home will get it.
That's what I was telling Daniel. I'm like, watch these guys actually win that game.
They'll get
it. Tennessee.
At Tennessee or here?
I know, in LA.
Tennessee's too physical, and the run game's pretty good. So give me Tennessee.
Okay, so right there, they're 7-7. At Indy the day after Christmas.
They could win that one, but knowing this team, they might mess it up. But they'll win that one. It's tough to predict with this team. Now I think about it because you never know who you're going to get.
They come back and play the Rams.
They'll win that one. You can't mess that up. But the Rams will be up for that one. LA rivalry.
You go to the Broncos to finish it out.
You got to win. Like if common sense says they will win these games. So what I give them 4 out of 5 already?
9-7. They're going to be 9-7.
It's there, Fernando. But you know this team as well as anybody else. They don't make it that easy.
And that's why I don't think they're going to make the. You know what I thought yesterday? If they win today, then I think they'll make the play. I think it's done. I think it's. I don't think they're going to make it. I think that there's so many good teams ahead of them. I don't know. I just don't see them making it. And it's like, well, what's going to happen now? Like, you know what? Yeah, I'm going to come out and say it. There's no way you can tell the fan base, hey, we're going to run it back. We're going to run it back. No.
You got to get the 7th seed, which is bare minimum.
If you don't make the playoffs, how can you tell a fan base, we're going to run it back? We were this close. Injuries. You've been selling injuries.
That was last year. That was last year being this close.
Exactly. That was even Anthony Lynn's final year. They had a lot of injuries as well. You can't keep on selling injuries. That like stuff it needs a change. So I just don't think you can sell a fan base and say, hey, it was just injuries. We'll get it fixed by next year. No, you're not. You can't. So yeah, I mean, that's just a little bit of what I kind of saw yesterday. It's not a good look. It's not a good look for the team. And then Austin Eckler really was the one that gave that game up in my opinion. He fumbled coming out of the third out of halftime. They had a really good play to Austin. He gained about 15 yards. He fumbles, and that's when Devontae Adams really got started. He got jump started, and they just pulled away. So it was a little rough. Gilbert, the Rams lose their 6th straight. Obviously, I appreciate you for letting me jump on House of Horns.
I appreciate you for stepping in.
No, I know, but for stepping in
real quick, hopefully, real quick, Victor is doing well. Anybody that's wondering, or people who have said kind words, especially on House of Horns, Victor is recovered nicely. I don't think it's week to week, day to day, but hopefully we get him back soon. Thank you for filling in, Fernando.
Oh no, yeah, of course. No, yeah, and that's what we do here. I'm really interested, Gilbert, because yesterday we kind of talked about it on House of Horror. On Sunday we talked about it on House of Horns. Matthew Stafford has had a concussion. The spinal injury that he has now. I'm wondering. I really am wondering if he is going to come back or if he's going to say, you know what, I've made enough money. I think he was the last quarterback class that made that big amount of money. Remember, rookie quarterbacks used to sign like 6-year deals worth $80 million, and
I,
those
it,
big rookie contracts.
it might have been, but part of me wants to say it was Sam Bradford was the last one. You might be right though. What year was
I think
Bradford? 8 or 10?
This fool was 10. No, because Cam Newton was the first one to sign the new deal, and Cam
Yeah.
Newton was 11.
And
So I
Bradford is
think
10. Stafford is 9.
9. Yeah, there
I
you
know
go.
Stafford is
So
2009 because Mark Sanchez was calling the game and they were together on the field on Sunday, and I'm like, two different careers there because Mark Sanchez was second
that's
quarterback taken in
incredible.
2009.
Oh wow. Wow, I didn't even know that. Yeah, so there you go. So obviously now I'm interested to see what's going to happen with Matthew Stafford, cuz I mean it's there's no need. Like, you already have your Super Bowl ring. There's no need to risk your body even more, your future even more. So I hope Matthew Stafford sits down and analyzes everything and says, "You know what?" And makes a decision based off of his body and how he feels, and he sits down with his family and he really talks about it, because you don't want to harm yourself even more. I don't know what you think, but that's just kind of my takeaway.
Yeah, I got it right, by the way. Sam Bradford, 2010. I think he was the
There you
last
go.
one. And you got it right. Cam Newton was 2011. So, yeah, things changed. And, yeah, this guy's had all the money in the world. I want to say he has 4 daughters. So they're very young. So you get to this part of your career where you're 34, 14 years in the NFL. You won the Super Bowl. You have a beautiful family. You want to put your long-term health ahead. And I know the Stafford that we know, he's a tough guy. You could criticize his kind of shaky up and down play, but he always was there to deliver, and he's a tough guy. You can't count him out. Crazy arm. But I think like Sean McVay's been saying this, Fernando, where don't worry, it's not going to be an injury for next season. He's okay. We're going to just shut him down for this year and have him make him have a healthy offseason, because he didn't get that last year, Fernando. He had the procedure on the elbow, didn't throw the off. Not but Fernando, how like this happens it made me laugh because every season happens in the summer. Don't worry, he's fine. It's okay, not a big deal.
Yeah.
Then the season goes the wrong way and it's like December. Yeah, I think Stafford needed that offseason program to get chemistry with Allen Robinson. That was a big issue. Now they're finally admitting that was a problem not to have Stafford in the offseason. So they're realizing how critical the offseason program is, but I don't think it's up to the Rams. It's up to Stafford to decide to him by himself. I don't think money's an issue right now, and say, hey, do I want to do this again? I've done everything to the top. I quiet the critics. I want to say this could be a debate for another day. Hall of Famer? I don't know. Though tough one. But he pretty much, in terms of the team aspect, he's done everything he's wanted to, and has a lot of money. So I don't know. And if Stafford does retire, it creates a big domino effect after that. So we'll see. But at least what McVay is saying, it won't affect him for next season.
And yeah, and we'll see. I mean, like I said, Sam Bradford, God, Matthew Stafford's had a great career, and we'll see what happens. And he'll always be known as a tough SOB. It's not easy to play in Detroit, to be honest. Barry Sanders, him, they're going to be looked at in a different light, and Megatron, because they played in Detroit and they were able to do a lot. Now, Gilbert, it's time for Compas on the NFL beat. What was your biggest takeaway from Week 13?
Yeah, Fernando, you took the one I wanted to, so I can't wait to hear your segment. But that's what I get for being late here on the rundown. But my
And you used the last
takeaway,
one.
yeah, I think I did actually. My takeaway goes off to what I had in the intro. Shout out to Victor Producer for having a good TikTok there, where we had our Super Bowl contenders list, and we had 6 teams on there, and we left out the Dallas Cowboys, and people were not happy on the TikTok. They were commenting, they were going after us. These 2 clowns don't know what they're talking about. They don't watch football. Fernando, hopefully you had thick skin and you weren't crying about the comments, but I saw them. Maybe I was a little hurt by it. No, just kidding. I don't care.
I like
But
making fun of their pictures.
that too. But I know when I won't say I'm wrong, but I know how to at least listen. Like, okay, maybe we got a point here. And I'm like, all right, Cowboys, show me what you got. Like, if you're like gonna mess around and you're in a close game with the Colts, you guys on TikTok, everybody was wrong. But to show up and drop 54 points on the Colts, okay, Dallas Cowboys, you have my attention. You go on the list, and Fernando, this is where I kind of want you to chime in. Should we put the Cowboys on the list and take out the Buccaneers? Or do we just add an extra team? Or do you even want to add an extra team? Because we had the same list last week. I'm gonna add the Cowboys. What do you want to do?
I'm actually just gonna take out the Bucks. I ain't gonna add the Cowboys.
Oh, so you're making
no,
your list shorter.
Yeah, I'm making my list shorter. The Bucks lost to the Saints on Monday Night Football. So yep. So I'm not so
I did not even
how do I
watch
want
that
to
game.
how do I even want to put this? It's the Cowboys do this every year. Every year, fans are like, "Oh, the Dallas Cowboys are coming through. Watch out for the Dallas Cowboys. They're good. They are a good football team." I just have to wait and see. I mean, and I understand fans got pissed off and everything. I get it, but you have to wait and see with this team. They haven't won a playoff game. They haven't won anything. So I mean, it's like wait to see what happens, and then like if they can win one playoff game, then I'll be like, "Oh, okay, for sure." And if they do it in a good, last year you lost to the San Francisco 49ers at home. So I think, was that last year? Yeah, it was last year. So I want to see a little bit more from the Dallas Cowboys. I want to see what they got when they play the Eagles, because right now they're playing a kind of a crap schedule. Once they play the Eagles again, I want to see. Then remember, last week Gilbert told me, "Oh, the Bengals are really good," and I said, "Yeah, I get it. Wait until they play the Chiefs." Now I'm going to go into my takeaway
real quick though. Yeah, Cowboys play the Texans and the Jaguars the next 2 weeks, and then the Eagles. So you won't find out, at least according to you, you won't find out who they are. But yeah, now you told me the Bucks lost to the Saints. Get out of here, Buccaneers. Cowboys are in.
Yeah. Okay. Well, there you go. That's you. I'm gonna leave them out a little. You know what? The guy, the guy's looking through the list. The bouncer. He's trying to look through the list. Maybe he might find the Cowboys. Who knows? So right now the bouncer's just going through. He's just going through the list right now. So we'll see if the rope is maybe coming off. Who knows? We'll see. I'll see after that Eagles Cowboys game. But for right now, I can't put the Cowboys in. I've seen this story way too many times with the Cowboys. All right. So are you good?
I'm good. Okay, my list is still 6 teams. You got 5. And hopefully we're right about the Buccaneers losing, because as we're recording this, it's not official.
Well, I mean, it basically is.
Watch it.
No, they're not. All right, so mine is the Bengals are damn good. The Bengals, I don't know what it is. Joe Burrow is 3-0 against Patrick Mahomes. The kid he doesn't turn the ball over. He finds different ways to win. I feel like he's not talked about all that much, even though I feel like obviously he separated himself from Herbert, from Tua, from Jalen Hurts. I think he is above all of them. I think Cincinnati, and I don't think Cincinnati gets the ownership and the front office. I don't think they get enough credit. They've built a really good team out there. They've done what I've said the Chargers should do, and it's go out and draft some more weapons for your quarterback. Then through the draft and through free agency, you have to build a defense for them. The Chargers kind of did that last offseason, but they haven't drafted correctly to really fill out this defense. But I don't want to. I just want to give credit to the Bengals for what they've done. They got Trey Hendrickson. They've got Sam Hubbard. They've gotten some really good, some good secondary players. They really have been able. They've kind of been Patrick Mahomes' kryptonite. If any team is his kryptonite, it kind of is them, along with whatever team Tom Brady's on. But really, they've really done a good job on them, and the Chiefs just, I mean, they're a good football team. And like I said, I think the Chiefs are a lot better this year than they have been in any of their past years. But wow, the Cincinnati Bengals are pretty damn good. They're something else.
Yeah, kind of the Bengals are a little similar to the Chiefs. Obviously, the scheme is different, but they're very explosive offenses. And then, like, you don't really know the defense too well. They're not dominant defense, but they do just enough. They have the skills. They do pretty well. And you mentioned a couple guys, but I'm like, there's no star players. Like with the Chiefs, is like Chris Jones, maybe Frank Clark, and then like a bunch of really good players that you just don't know. But yeah, I think the Bengals have the Chiefs number. Travis Kelce had that big fumble. Andy Reid showed some mismanagement with the clock there to show kind of the old Andy Reid. And Zach Taylor, man, credit to him. We don't say his name enough. But yeah, you're right. This starts with Joe Burrow. And I feel like a lot of people were saying, oh, this team's about Jamar Chase. They need Jamar Chase. Did we forget the rookie year that Joe Burrow had without Jamar Chase? He was lining it up. And then he got hurt, unfortunately. But I think Joe Burrow really carried this team when Jamar Chase was out. And then now he's back and they're flying high. And I really like the trash talking they had with is it Justin Reed, right? You know, calling out T. Higgins and all those guys. That was fun.
Yeah. We're going to lock them down. Is Zach Taylor the best coach out of Sean McVay's tree?
I
like him better than I do Green Bay's coach.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
I really like his stretch
Matt
out.
LaFleur is more of the Shanahan tree, isn't he? Wouldn't you say that LaFleur is more of that tree?
Yeah, that's true. I think Zach Taylor might be the first legit one who's like working out McVay, the 11 personnel. And that's why they have 3 really good receivers. And like you're always saying there, you got to get these guys. And by the way, Fernando, to your point, that year, I think it was the Rashawn Slater year, right? They kept screaming at the Bengals, you got to draft the offensive lineman because look what happened to Joe Burrow. He got hurt. And Joe Burrow's like, I don't need to be protected. Give me my boy, Jamar Chase. And they haven't looked back ever since. So sometimes when you get the skill player, the star guy who just changes everything, like, yeah, Joe Burrow carried this team afloat, but when Jamar Chase is in the lineup, they just get better. And that's why they beat the Chiefs, because he was there on the field.
Well, in this last offseason, they really went out and spent on the offensive line.
Yeah, that's how you do it too. There's different ways.
Offensive line hasn't, but the thing is, the offensive line really hasn't been all that good.
It's gotten better,
all
though,
that great
from the first.
No, it is a lot better. Breaking news: Peyton Manning and Eli Manning will be the coaches at this year's revamped Pro Bowl. They just announced it. So Eli will be the coach of the NFC. Peyton Manning will be the coach of the AFC. That'll be interesting. I don't know.
I give the edge to Eli Manning early because he's won 2 Super Bowls. Well, I guess Peyton won 2.
So Peyton.
Yeah, I know. But
Gilbert,
the last one doesn't count because that was a defense. Sorry,
this guy.
I totally forgot.
So obviously Jimmy G goes down. The 49ers have been one of our teams for the last few weeks that we think could really make some noise. What do you think that injury means for the 49ers and the NFC?
Yeah. First thing, I'll just start with the biggest thing. Everybody's connecting Baker Mayfield to the 49ers. Stay away. Just go with your guy who's been in the system, especially in this offense. They call it a quarterback-friendly offense. You can't really mess it up here because Kyle Shanahan has this very good scheme here. Brock Purdy, right? His name is. I should probably know his name clearly. He did okay against the Dolphins. You know, they had a 33-17. Sure, Fernando. But Brock Purdy knows the system. Just give it to. Hopefully, McCaffrey's okay. I think he got banged up at the end, but I don't know. Just bringing in a new guy to learn the system and speed it up. And Baker Mayfield, like he went to the Panthers, and what did you see there? So, stay away. But I think it does affect them. Yeah, the Nick Bosa with the. Have you seen the memes with Christian McCaffrey
planning the flag?
It's a very slow video, but have you seen the memes where the Toby and Michael Scott are like, no, don't come back. Christian McCaffrey
really?
Baker Mayfield walk in. That'd be pretty funny for Christian McCaffrey. But I don't know how I feel about the 49ers overall. They do take a hit, but I just want to see what Brock Purdy could do with this defense.
The way this all kind of happened, I mean, people didn't want Phillip Rivers, or people didn't want Jimmy G back. Jimmy G comes back, and now it's who could obviously they're asking now, who can take over and be the quarterback? I honestly, if it's Baker Mayfield, I'm like, oh God, yeah, I'm with you. Stay away from that. But I do have a quarterback for them. Can I tell you who the quarterback is?
Oh, okay. I think I know who it is. Go ahead.
So this quarterback is currently in Alabama. He's coaching his son's football team. Here he is, Phillip Rivers. Why not bring Phillip Rivers back he's not even retired. He's still an active quarterback. Why don't you go get Phillip Rivers, bring him in, and have him quarterback the the San Francisco 49ers. Have him go out there and be the guy for the 49ers. Look at that. Can you imagine with all that speed? He used to love Darren Sproles. With all that speed, can you imagine Phillip Rivers on this team? Like, he would be doggone it, and he'd be getting into people's faces. He'd be yelling at people. Why not? Why not bring in Phillip? Why not have some fun with this and bring in Phillip Rivers?
Somewhere your brother's flipping a table and saying, "You're an idiot." That's how he says that. You're an idiot. To bring in Phillip Rivers in this conversation. But I don't know.
Then Amazon Prime goes, "Hey, Arizona, you guys have been cool to hang out with and everything, but boom, hey guys, we're moving up to San Francisco. We're gonna go do the rest of Hard Knocks with the San Francisco 49ers. They got a cowboy hat wearing, bolo tie wearing, son of a gun named Phillip Rivers, quarterback in that team. Let's go up there and let's go see what he's got."
He has been the best quarterback in the Colts organization in the last 6 years. So maybe I don't know what the hell.
Wouldn't it be fun to watch him though?
It'll be fun for like a week, and then it'll be a train wreck. He's a little older. Maybe the arm is not as strong. I thought it wasn't even strong
Then
at the back of his career.
then the Chargers get hot. Then you have a San Francisco 49ers versus LA Chargers Super Bowl. Phillip Rivers versus Justin Herbert. Winner take all.
Yeah, sure, Fernando.
All right. No, in all honesty, I think Brock Purdy, I don't think he'll be bad. I think that they have a good I think Kyle Shanahan will simplify things for him, make things easier for him, which is going to be smart. The only thing is when they get in the playoffs, it's going to be tough for him because other quarterbacks have been there. Jimmy G had been there, so that's why he was able to make some of these plays. So I think they're going to rely on Christian McCaffrey, the running game, George Kittle, some of these guys to really step up and help them out. But what does it mean for them? I think it's business as usual. I think they'll keep on winning games. Their defense is good enough. They've got some playmakers. It's just going to be how far can Brock Purdy take this? And I really don't know how far he can, but it'll be interesting to see kind of what way they go. But I'm pissed because I wanted to see if San Francisco could make it all the way and win the Super Bowl. So that was pretty interesting. But all right, Gilbert, it is time for, I think, one of your favorite segments, Compa of the Week. Who are you giving it to this week?
Yeah, I'm gonna go with AJ Brown. I'm a big fan of revenge games. Got the cover one with Bobby Wagner against the
You don't like
Seahawks.
the Eagles?
Yeah, but I like a good revenge game. So I never said I don't like the Eagles. They're just, I don't know. I'm not gonna get into it. But I do like AJ Brown. I was a fan of AJ Brown with the Tennessee Titans. So I was kind of worried about him. I have said this before here on the program about him going to Philly with Jalen Hurts and Nick Sirianni. And it's been a great marriage for them so far, or at least for 1 year. And then to go and put it to the Titans, like Nick Sirianni was excited to see AJ Brown go off against the Tennessee Titans. So if you're Tennessee, you're probably thinking, why did we let that guy go? Like, why do you want to pay that guy? He was worth the money. He's a big physical receiver, gets downfield. He kind of reminds me of Julio Jones in some ways.
That's why their offense looks one-dimensional now. Their offense looks one-dimensional because they don't have AJ Brown. They don't have some of the receivers that they had before, so now they look one-dimensional. But I'm going to go with Joe Burrow. Joe Burrow, 25 of 31, 286, 2 touchdowns, was only sacked once, and he really had command of that game. He knew what ways to go. Obviously, they were they ended up winning with a touchdown late in the game. And I was surprised that Buckner missed that that 55-yard field goal. I mean, obviously with the win and everything out there, but I mean, Mahomes gets sacked at the end of the game to put them a little bit out of field goal range. That kind of wasn't good. And then obviously the end of the game, they went on a 10-play, 39-yard drive to really put the game out of reach for the Kansas City Chiefs. So really good job by Joe Burrow. So I'm going to give him my Compas of the Compa of the Week. Gilbert, now it's time for our power rankings. Has your changed?
Yeah, a little bit. So what do I have? Yeah, that Bengals Chiefs game was a big shakeup. So I have the Eagles back at number 1, Fernando. Don't get scared now with your team of 2022. The curse is on. We'll see what happens to them. Eagles number 1. the Bills are number 2. The Bills had a kind of a nice little kickback weekend. They were played on Thursday Night Football. They started
Oh yeah.
Sunday on the 5th seed, and now they're the number 1 seed just by sitting at home. So
There was a lot of losses in the AFC this weekend.
yeah, so they went up, and yeah, so the Bills number 2, Bengals number 3 now. They moved up. Maybe they should be a little higher. I don't know. Then the Chiefs number 4, and then 49ers 5. I'm concerned about the Brock Purdy thing a little bit, but I think they'll be all right.
I need obviously I want to see if the Bills can keep the first seed. I want to see if the Chiefs had to go up to Kansas or to Buffalo, if they'd be able to handle that kind of atmosphere in January. That'd be interesting to watch. I'm gonna go Bengals 1, Eagles
Wow.
2, Bills 3, Chiefs 4, 49ers 5.
What a shakeup. The Bills are your new number 1.
The Chiefs were my number 1 team. They lost to the Bengals. I have to move the Bengals up to number 1. There's no other way to do that.
I bet you might be the only power rankings in town that has the Bengals number 1 still. But
Well,
you're not a follower. You're a trendsetter, and you're already before the bandwagon gets full. You got the Bengals number 1. I like it.
There you go. Gilbert. Now it's time for Rapid Fire. Do the Chiefs have a Bengals problem?
Yeah, we've been talking about all the show here, and yeah, it feels like everybody who's a good team should have a good rival, and I feel like the Chiefs haven't really had one, especially in the NFC West. Dan Dale does not want to hear that, but you've been dominating the division, and you're the Chiefs. For a while, it was like the back end of the Tom Brady Patriots career, right? There's a little rivalry there, and then Tom Brady went to the Buccaneers, and that fizzled out. So Joe Burrow coming in, Macaulay Culkin, doppelganger, just put it on to Patrick Mahomes on a weekly basis, man. Yeah, we should do a quarterback ranking, but I think Joe Burrow is probably a top 5 quarterback already. Patrick Mahomes is as well. So you could maybe say the Bills and the Chiefs could be a rivalry, but the Bengals have the Chiefs number for sure. And I think they just match them with the similar place, like we mentioned. They stretch the field down the field with the T. Higgins, Tyler Boyd, and all those guys, and obviously Jamar Chase. So I think they found something there. And credit again to Zach Taylor for exposing that.
Yeah, I already mentioned it during when I've already used the Bengals twice already. Yeah. But yeah, no, they really do something unique. That's why I and we haven't seen it all season. That's why I wanted to see when the Chargers were healthy, Mike Williams, Josh Palmer, and Keenan Allen. I wanted to see how the Chiefs would handle that. But the Chargers were literally, and Josh Palmer said it on Monday, we only got to use that lineup for 2 drives until Mike got hurt. I'm like, damn, 2 drives, that's it? And in those 2 drives, they were going down the field like nothing. So that's what happens when you have a good coach like the Bengals do, when they have a creative offensive line and when you're able to do different things. So yeah, no, I'm definitely impressed with them. Gilbert, is there a team in either conference that's not in the playoff picture that can make a run at the playoffs? This time last year, 3 teams weren't in the playoff picture heading into Week 14. They ended up making the playoffs. It was the Eagles, the Steelers, and the Raiders. In the AFC, you get the teams that are out right now are the Chargers, the Patriots, the Browns, the Raiders, and the Steelers. In the NFC, it's the Commanders, the Lions, the Falcons, and the Packers. Any of those teams that you could see making maybe a playoff run?
I don't like any of those teams, and it has to be on the outside looking. Is that what the question is? Right now, currently in the outside?
Yeah, like is there a team outside looking in that could get in?
Oh, that kind of takes away my pick then. But they're the 7th seed, and I don't know. I just don't like the Patriots. I don't like the Browns. I don't like the Steelers. Come on, I'm not going. I don't see any of these teams doing something for me. But I'm gonna give you the Seahawks. They're the 7th seed in the NFC right now. They're on the outside last week, but they won a game. It was a good weekend for Seattle Seahawks because Jimmy G got hurt. I know you don't want to wish injuries on anybody. And then a couple teams lost also. And then NFC, and they're back in the playoff picture. But nobody's really talking about these Seahawks, man. And I don't know who Geno Smith is or which powers he took from who. But this guy's making plays, throwing darts out there. And DK Metcalf, Tyler Lockett. Hopefully Kenneth Walker is okay. And they have enough playmakers on defense, so they can make a run. And don't tell me the what's that expression you're doing there, Fernando? There's something going on in that game, huh?
Oh, oh, okay, never mind. Okay. Uh if something
What are you
happens, I'll let you know.
What are you watching? The
The
Monday Night Football
Patriots
game?
are the yeah. They almost won the game, but they called holding on the Bucks. And I
See,
already like put the Bucks to
I knew it was
death.
gonna happen.
I know. No, they're not. They're first and goal on the 5-yard line, but they just got pushed back for a holding call. But Brady had just thrown the game winner to Godwin with 19 seconds left, but they called holding.
That's what we get. We're counting out Tom Brady. That's what we get.
Hey, I don't like any of these teams. I'm with you. The only one for some reason that keeps on calling my name is the Raiders, but even that one's going to be tough, I think, just because the Jets and all these other teams. Yeah, and then this week, I wonder how the Raiders are going to do. It being a short week, going up against the Rams. Obviously, they have more firepower. They have healthier people than the Rams do, but the Rams can surprise them. I mean, you never know. Look what the Rams just did to the Seahawks. So they took them late into the game. So I'm going to say no. I don't like any of those teams. But if I had to choose one, I'll go with the Raiders. Gilbert, who has the best receiving? Who has been the best receiving trade acquisition? Devontae Adams, Tyreek Hill, or AJ Brown?
I will go Tyreek Hill. I know they had a bad game, the Miami Dolphins. I'm surprised we don't have a segment about the Dolphins. We always do. But your boy Tua came back down to earth, right? But I think Tyreek Hill really changed that Miami. Like without Tyreek Hill, they wouldn't be having this great season. Tua wouldn't be talked about. Mike McDaniel might be struggling right now. So I think Tyreek Hill really changed that team's fortune. And this is just a little problem that I have. But I'm the guy who had Kenneth Walker and Jalen Waddle in my lineup this week. Both got hurt and I lost. I'm on a 5-game losing streak in fantasy football. I wish I had Tyreek Hill on my team.
Dan and Dago actually has them in our other fantasy league. I'm gonna go. I know Devontae Adams has 1,176 yards. He scored 12 touchdowns. He's been a monster, but they don't have a winning record, so I can't go with them. I'm gonna go with AJ Brown. I think AJ Brown has really helped turn Jalen Hurts around. I think having receivers like him and Devontae Smith had really made him look. And I know he's running the football a lot right now, but I still think that he's settled down. He's being a good quarterback and he's going through his progressions. He's finding AJ Brown. So I think AJ Brown has really helped him become a better quarterback. So I'm going to go with AJ Brown. AJ Brown has, what was it? He's at 61 receptions, 950 yards. Oh my God, they just won the game. 950 yards and
Stop
9
Fernando
touchdowns.
And say you're wrong. Say you jinxed it on the program.
Well, Stop they still have to kick a field goal. They still have to kick a field or the extra point.
Even an extra point?
They still have to kick the extra point. I'll admit it when it happens, but
I knew it. When you said the Saints just beat they're going to lose to the Buccaneers. I mean, the Buccaneers
they were
up
16 they were up 16-3 with 4 minutes left.
I was like, "Are you?"
And Tom Brady
can you see the future or what? Because I'm like, there's still plenty of time in this game.
Mofos. All right,
fire the cannon. But real quick, do you have the Buccaneers in your Super Bowl contenders list?
No. You made it.
Yeah.
Oh, there's a flag on the field. There's a flag on the field. Let's see. Come on, is that Hockley's son? No, he doesn't have the guns. He doesn't even know what's going on. Okay,
I'm leaving.
Gilbert,
I'm not counting out
the Lions. Huh?
I'm leaving. I'm putting back the Buccaneers on my list. I can't count them.
You are?
Yes.
I can't. No, I'm gonna leave them out. For this week, I'll leave them out. Maybe I'll change my mind later, but I just they barely beat the Saints. The Saints are 4-8. It's bad. I mean, let's see.
Fernando, this was a live show. We'll be on cold hot takes.
I know. Okay, so they made the field goals. Yep, that's game. So the Buccaneers win. Hey, I'm a man. I'll admit it. I was wrong. Yeah, I was wrong. The Lions are favored by 1.5 over the Vikings. The Lions are 5-7. The Vikings are 10-2. Gilbert, are you surprised by all the respect that the Lions are getting by the bettors?
Yeah, that caught me off guard. I know the Lions are doing okay, but that kind of just shows you nobody believes in the Vikings. Like when they got spanked by the Cowboys, it was the Cowboys, right? That's one quality win right there. One quality win for the Cowboys there, right? Nobody believes in the Vikings. I know that they almost led it up to the New York Jets and Mike White there. I think Kevin O'Connell got asked like, "Hey man, are you playing too conservative down the stretch?" So, you want to see more explosiveness from the Vikings, but this is just not good. I'm taking the Vikings. I will take the point. I will take them as underdogs any day against the Detroit Lions.
I'm with you. There's no way I can do that. Tom Brady, 15 to 21, 125 yards and 2 touchdowns in the fourth quarter.
You mean ever since you said they lost, right? He heard you.
Yeah, basically.
Okay.
Yeah. Hey, he should thank me. He should jump on Compas and thank me. I give him the motivation. I'm with you. I'm with you on that, though. I do believe
saw
that
this coming a mile away, man.
I know, so did I. As soon as I said it, I'm like, oh God. And then right now I got an alert saying that they were gonna come back and everything. I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, here we go. Gilbert, will Lamar Jackson's injury have the same effect that it did on the 2021 Ravens, where they ended up not making the playoffs? They didn't end up making the playoffs because of his injury.
Yeah, if he's out of the lineup, man, a bad injury. I can't even name their backup, man. So it's a knee injury. I think John Harbaugh said he's week to week. It's gonna be a big problem. And I was already counting out the Ravens before the injury because I think the Bengals are gonna take that division for sure. 100%. But now maybe they could squeeze in if they hold it down for a couple of weeks without Lamar, but we don't know the extent of the injury. So if he's not in there, it's bad news. We saw it last year.
As of right now, they are the 3rd seed at 8-4, but so are the Bengals 8-4. I'm pretty sure this weekend they'll probably end up making the switch, and slowly but surely, I don't know how much they're going to be able to Yep, there they go, they won. I don't know how much they're going to be able to hold on if Lamar's not there, and even Lamar hasn't been having such good weeks the last few weeks. He's really gone down a little bit, so it hasn't looked pretty for them. But I mean, we'll see. Gilbert, who is a fantasy player that you were completely wrong? Oh, I'll go first. Mr. Unlimited. Mr. Unlimited.
You were completely wrong?
Mr. Sierra.
Did you draft him?
Losing me games. Hell yeah, I drafted him in my other league with Daniel and some of my other buddies. Yeah, I drafted him. I thought, you know what? Maybe he will go on an MVP level season. They have the weapons. They have a lot of stuff. But is there ever a time where you felt dangerous? There was a time where I felt dangerous. Pete Carroll. Hashtag Pete Carroll was right.
Okay.
So yeah, I'm pissed off. I relied on him. Now every week I have to drop and pick up quarterbacks because the jackass couldn't get it done for me. So now every week I'm going up, I'm picking up new, and I'm like, I get mad every week because that's who I selected. I thought, oh, you know what? He's gonna be. I have a stacked team already. If I have him, boom. Yeah, of course. Why would nice things happen to Fernando? So, yeah, it sucks.
I understand now why you're always calling out Russell Wilson on a weekly basis here. So,
no,
you have skin in the game. So, I understand now why you're frustrated.
No, I dropped him a long time ago. I just think that. Oh well, no, I shouldn't say what I actually think.
For me, it's a little bit of a surprise, but I'm fed up with Alvin Kamara, and I had a bold move, and it paid off. It did not pay off for a win, but I just checked the box score today. I benched Alvin Kamara for Garrett Wilson, the rookie from the New York Jets, and it paid off because he had a career high. I want to say 100 and something plus yards. He gave him 20 points. No, so it doesn't help me regardless. But I'm really gonna bench one of my top picks in Alvin Kamara. I just been fed up, and you know what he had today, Fernando? 26 yards rushing, 11 yards receiving, and any touchdowns? No. So your boy made the right call, but I still lost. Alvin Kamara, I am fed up with you.
There you go. I mean, and one guy that you can never really get fed up with is he's unique in a way, and I mean, obviously, he's one of Gilbert's favorite people. Gilbert, what are you doing for Christmas?
Probably spending time with speaking of family.
I know what he's doing for Christmas. He's going to be drinking and bitching the whole time. That's his favorite ideal type of Christmas setting. That's what he's going to do. Why do we have to give gifts? This is stupid. Why is there a tree and lights up everywhere? Why do I have to spend time with people?
You're completely right because I'm going to be bitching about having to cover the Rams-Broncos game on Christmas Day. So you're right.
Oh, is that at home or is that in Colorado?
It's at home, luckily.
Damn! If you would have had to go on the road, I would have laughed my ass off.
John Wolford.
hoped,
against Russell Wilson.
I would have hoped and prayed for freaking snow if your ass had to
Wow.
go out there,
You
just
don't
so it
mean-
would be cold.
You don't mean
Look at that.
man.
You see that? That's the holiday spirit. You're supposed to be giving nice things, not mean things to Gilbert.
Yeah, come on, Dan.
Mexicans
What are you
don't
talking
do well in the
about?
snow.
Yeah.
What are you talking about? I'm giving him a perfect opportunity
A
to
white
push
Christmas?
his body and his mind to the limits and to rise above it. I'm helping him out. I'm improving him.
Well, how about I send you a picture from the week prior? I'm gonna be in Green Bay December 19th, and when I'm freezing out there in the frozen tundra, I'll send you a picture.
Do you think
Yes, please do.
you think your butt's gonna
Keep
stick
me
to
updated.
the seat because of how cold it's gonna be?
Well, hopefully the press box is indoors, but if you
He's gonna
want,
look
at the end of the
like,
game, I will take a picture on the field and I will sit on one of the seats.
Yes.
Yes.
You have you have to. Oh, dude, I was hoping you were gonna be here next year because the Chargers go to Green Bay. That would have been a fun Compas trip.
You never know, Fernando.
He's gonna be like Tony Gonzalez, Frau, with the gloves, that huge ass coat, a scarf, a hat with ears.
You'll be the same way. I know you're an offensive lineman.
Oh, he
and you
would
go through
be. No,
tough.
yeah, he would be.
Come on.
He would be. He'd have two sweatshirts
I made
underneath
him
his
steel,
jersey.
baby.
He'd have
Hey,
a beanie
Gilberto.
on. He'd have a jacket.
Gilberto, my former head coach told me, gave me the best advice ever. Injury, fatigue, illness is a state of mind. It doesn't exist if you don't will it to exist.
Wow. Okay. Well,
Dropping
one
knowledge.
day
Coach Dan dropping knowledge.
I'm trying to remember you were cold in Indianapolis when we went for a week because it was pretty cold that week.
Never. It
Oh, yeah,
was,
he
but
was.
never.
Okay.
Never.
All right. Tough.
Never.
He was cold that one night. The one night that we hung out till like 6 a.m, 7 a.m. That's the night he was cold.
Yeah. See?
Never.
Don't be yawning here on the program, Dan. There you go. Give us your takeaway, by the way.
Yeah, what's
My
your
takeaway? You know
takeaway?
why I'm yawning? You know why I'm yawning? It's perfect segue. Because
go.
watching Tua play
I
for the
knew
first
it.
time a full game,
Well,
gosh,
first time.
dang, was that boring. Ah, you cost me points, my guy. Bro, right? Here's my perfect takeaway. Tua is not what everybody thinks. And watching Tua on Sunday just elevates Mike McDaniel in my mind, honestly. There's a thing. Here's a little, I don't really like baseball, but here's a perfect analogy for it, right? They always talk about pitchers having command of the strike zone, right? Putting the ball where they want, right in the zone or whatever. It's the same thing with the quarterbacks, dude. Tua, the way he throws it, he has no command. Tyreek's having to go like this back. It's all over the place. They can't get their hands on it. It's behind them when it's supposed to be in front of them. It's front shoulder instead of back shoulder. It's a joke. It's a joke. They got beat down by the freaking 49ers, and he didn't look like the demigod that these social media stooges in the networks are telling me that he is. So that's pretty interesting to me. That's real interesting to your boy Dan and Dago over here. He is not the immortal they think he is.
I was just telling Fernando that we need a Tua segment. Here you are. You're entering.
Ask
your
and ye shall receive.
And I also find it pretty funny that was the first game you watched of Tua all year because he's been playing pretty well. He's 8-0 supposedly in games he completes, and I think the streak still counts because he didn't finish the game this week because of the blowout.
Oh my god!
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah,
participation.
I wonder what's his name, Emmanuel Acho, is saying today.
He's saying, "Oh, did you see Justin? No, but Justin lost two. Justin lost two."
That's true.
If Justin Herbert was on the Miami Dolphins, he would set the new league record for a season passing yards with 10,000 yards. It would be ridiculous. He would make OJ's 2,000 yards in 12 games look silly.
Okay. Can we move on now?
Yeah. So last week, for picks, so let's see. Here's the scoreboard. Oh no. This was last week. Gilbert went 1-3. Kirk, the one-eyed cat, went 2-2. Dan and Dago went 3-1. I think Dan and Dago just stepped either in dog crap or human crap.
Hey, Gilberto, how's the basement?
And right next to your brother and Kirk the cat, man.
Dan, no, you're not. Dan went 3-1.
I love it's not bad enough he's down there.
Let me finish. I went 3-1. This is the overall standings. Kirk is 21 and 27. Dan and Dago's 27 and 21. Vic is 28 and 20. Gilbert's 23 and 25. Oh crap, we are together.
Vic, we're together.
And I am 23 and 25 as well. So
I had a big old
Kirk
lead
is,
on you too, man. You caught up.
I know Kirk
I
is all
fell
the
backwards.
way. Kirk's in the basement. Vic is the new lead dog. And we just have to catch up. So
I forget who covers the NFL for a living. Is it Dan and Dago and Victor, or is it you and I?
Yeah, you and I. For real.
But
But that's how you can tell.
That cost me first place. The game that cost me first place was the stupid Chiefs and Bengals. The one time I take Patrick Mahomes and his whole family dynamic and I lose.
You had to get your pom poms out for that one, huh?
No, I had to get my burial in. I had to bury him a little bit. Cost me
All
my
right.
game.
Now it's time to go with so even though Vic's not here, Kirk the One-Eyed Cat said, Dad, I got your picks. I'll make my picks. You get your picks done and we'll do them. So here's Kirk's. There's Kirk the One-Eyed Cat. He said, Gilberto, I'm coming for you. You ain't going to nowhere. Buffalo Bills and Jets. He's going with the Buffalo Bills, saying Josh Allen's going to keep it going. 49ers and Tom Brady. Will Tom Brady be auditioning for the 49ers that time? Oh, he's going to go with the 49ers and Brock Purdy. Let's go with the next one. Pittsburgh Steelers without Lamar Jackson-less. Baltimore Ravens is going to go Pittsburgh Steelers. Interesting. Philadelphia Eagles and New York Giants. He's going to go with the Philadelphia Eagles. So that's interesting. And then let me look real quick. Vic's picks. I have them right here. Are let's see. He is going with the shoot. I don't know where the picks are. Somebody talk.
I got it here.
Oh, I got it. Don't worry. I'll tell you. Gilberto,
Vic's
how have
picks.
you been? How was your Thanksgiving?
I got the
Oh,
picks.
here are
I'm
his
ready.
picks. He's going with the Bills, the Steelers, the Eagles, and the Bucks. So he's basically going the same way his cat's going. So
Eagles,
the way
Steelers, Bucks.
the way Kirk has been picking, I don't know if I'd go that way. Let's go. Okay, let's go with the first game, which is let's go Bucks at 49ers. Dan, who you got?
Bucks, 49ers at home?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to take the 49ers. I like the 49ers.
Gilbert?
Yeah, you know what, Fernando? You just gave the Buccaneers momentum here live on the program. And against Brock Purdy, you know what? Give me the Buccaneers. Tampa Bay.
I'm going to go with the 49ers. Oh, I don't know if you were here, Dan, or if you could hear, but I said on the program that the Bucks had lost, and they came back and they beat the damn Saints. They were down 16-3 with 4 minutes left. So I was like, oh, okay, yeah, they lost. And they came back and they beat them.
What a dumpster fire in New Orleans. That whole division is in the swamp, in the bayou. It's garbage.
All right. Next game. Eagles at Giants. Dan.
Fly, Eagles, fly unto victory.
EAGLES, Eagles.
Eagles. Yeah, I'm taking the Eagles. I like the way they've been playing.
Gilbert's wearing blue. Who should he go for?
Go for the Giants. Go for the Giants. Brian Daboll needs your curse. I already told you your pick. He's a lock.
No, I can't do it. This is a KC shirt, by the way. Give me the Eagles.
I'm going to go with the Eagles as well. Jets at Bills. Gilbert.
Yeah, Bills.
Bills. Dan?
I almost want to take the upset just to see if I could catch Vic, but I just don't like the way they've been going down early, and then they have to rally almost every time. Yeah, I guess I'll take the Bills. I think did the Bills lose last week?
No, they beat the Patriots.
Oh yeah, and the Jets lost twice to the Patriots. Yeah, I'll take the Bills.
Ravens at Steelers. I don't know if I'm pretty sure Lamar Jackson's not going to play. So,
which by the way, real quick, did you see the Richard Sherman podcast video thing or no?
What do you say?
He was trying to already stir up storyline, saying, "If I'm Lamar, I don't even come back. I don't come back till I'm paid."
Oh wow!
So safe to say, it's about to get wild out here in Baltimore, dude.
What if the Chargers traded Lamar Jackson for Justin Herbert?
Lamar Jackson for Justin Herbert. I'll trade Austin Eckler for Lamar Jackson.
You're being set up, man. Don't take the bait.
He likes being set up like that, don't you,
You know
Dan?
why? Frau and I are the ultimate, like, you know that photo of LeBron and Wade? When Wade's I almost knocked out of the computer. When Wade's like this and LeBron's dunking it, that's
Yeah.
Frau and I right there. He sets me up and I'm ready to go off the mic.
Sure.
All done. Anyway, you know what? I think they've played well with Huntley. I think that's the quarterback's name, by the way, the backup. Brett Huntley, I think. I'll take the Ravens. That'll be my upset. Who's at home?
The Steelers.
Yeah, I'll take them on the road. They're due one. They beat the Broncos. They beat Mr. Unlimited. They beat Danger Russ. If you can beat a Wolverine who rehabs 20 hours a day
Okay.
On a plane?
On a plane, you can beat Kenny Pickett.
Sure.
Gilbert.
So you went with the Ravens?
Yeah, I went with the Ravens.
No. Give me the Steelers. No Lamar Jackson. Did
It's a
you see
loss,
that video,
right?
by the way, of Mike Tomlin? There's like a fan saying, "Hey, Mike Tomlin,
Yeah.
I'm working, man."
Yeah.
I think that was
yeah.
it wasn't a reporter.
I don't know actually,
No, I think it
Okay.
was a fan.
but I
Okay, that
love
was
the
pretty funny.
intensity. That coach is always locked in, and he's never gonna have a losing season because of that. So give me the Steelers.
What's their record right now? It could be this year, bro.
I don't know,
4-7.
actually. Oh, never mind.
Yeah, bro. You can't even finish. You can't.
They're gonna
finish
win like 8 in
8-8.
a row right now.
You can't finish 8-8 anymore. That used to bail out a lot of people.
That's
Now
true.
it's uneven. You're going to be 8-9.
Well,
You know what? I'm
let's
gonna
hope
go,
they
Dan.
do.
I'm gonna go Ravens just for its and
We got to
giggles.
catch up. Yeah.
All right. Now, obviously, it is it's time.
Let's go.
Keep rolling.
It's time for burial of the week.
Rolling.
He's
You're
got the
so
wrong
terrible.
song again.
I want you to know that. You're so terrible.
Gilbert, I'm gonna let you go first on this one.
Yeah, I feel like I've already done this one, but I'm kind of running out of ideas here. Sorry. But the World Cup being played in the summertime. I'm trying here, guys. I want to care about soccer. I really do. The only time I care about soccer is every 4 years during this tournament here. Supposedly, the whole world is watching, right? I'm part of the world. I want to watch, but it's during football season. Does anybody care about me and what I do for a living? I can't focus on soccer. Fernando, you're going to the bars. You too, down there. You're having fun with people, mingling. I can't during the football season. So don't ever do this again. And my Chris Jericho voice, don't do this anymore. World Cup, keep it in the summer. Yeah, I'm done.
That's why I go in the morning, and then in the afternoon I'm working and I'm putting everything together and doing everything I need to do. But it is a long day. Like I am.
Yeah.
It is exhausting.
Bro, I kid you not, this weekend, right, when you're supposed to rest, I woke up Friday, 5:40, go to work. The next day for USA Soccer, 5:40. Freaking there all day, didn't take a nap, nothing. 5:30. Then we went to a Christmas dinner or whatever, a party. Was out there till about 12:30. The next morning, back up at 5:30 in the morning to go watch France, Poland.
Yep.
Yeah.
We're
no
sleep,
sleep,
for that.
no rest for the wicked.
I guess so.
That's why my soda intake has gone up like double since the season.
You gotta
okay, so Gilbert, are you done with your burial or?
I am done. Go ahead.
Dan, go ahead.
Oh yeah, my burial is real quick, simple, and to the point. USA football, dude. What are we doing? I was so disgusted with the game against England. When you're playing for ties, like, bro, no one expects you to win in these tournaments. Why not catch them by surprise, be aggressive, be on the offensive, and see what can shake loose? We're Americans anyway. We attack. We don't defend. There's no such thing. We're always on the offensive. Then you play against England. Then you play against the Netherlands. Real quick, Gilberto, quick little history about them. They've made it to the finals. They've made it to the semifinals, and they've always passed, the round of 16. They're a very historic,
orange,
I guess, team or country in the World Cup, right? You're playing against the Netherlands. I think you go what? Do you go down 1-0 or 2-0 in the first half, Emma?
2-0. No,
You go
in
down
the first half.
Yeah, 1-0?
1-0 in the first half.
Yeah, 1-0 in the first half, right? All right, that's cool. Still manageable. Then you go 2-0 in the second half. Why do we still have defenders on the field? I would have started subbing on offensive players and subbing off defensive players. It's the round of 16, guy. It's win or go home, and you're going to keep 4 defenders on the pitch. It's ridiculous. Then you don't even play. You barely play Gio Reyna in the freaking group stage, and you expect him to save you by subbing him on halftime of the round of 16. It's a freaking joke. Mismanaged. We're better than this. 2026, we better be better because it's in the homeland. This is ridiculous. I'm going to go get a jersey now that they're at discount. So that's a nice little Christmas present for your boy Dan and Dago.
So it's funny. Dan was getting mad because obviously I wasn't going for Team USA. I didn't think they were going to win. I obviously am more realistic than all these loser Team USA fans who were, dude, they were down 2-0. They were down 2-0, and in the bar they're like, I believe that we will win. I believe that we will win, which is the dumbest chant ever.
Yeah, that reminds me, Robinson. Both goals were on the left side of the field. Where's our left back the whole time, dude?
I told all 3 goals were exactly the same thing, and I told Daniel, look, they don't know how to defend that stuff, and that's why they're going to lose because they don't know how to play that European style. They're babies. They're barely learning how to play. They're learning how to play right now, but they need a European coach to come in and teach them. I believe.
I knew it was a bad omen. I knew it was a bad omen when I saw Zimmerman start. Zimmerman.
I thought you were gonna say when you saw. I thought when you saw Gilberto say "Go Team USA."
No, that was way later, bro. It was already in the second half. We were losing. This fool's being sarcastic. Let me give you a quick recap of my weekend, Gilberto. USC loses Friday. USA loses Saturday, and LAC loses Sunday. It was a crap weekend for your boy.
You care about USC football? I don't really care about USC football.
I just barely got back into college football. That's why.
I don't know where. I didn't know that. This is news to me. Okay, you're a Lincoln Riley fan. Why?
No, well, I've always liked the team. They just sucked. Now they're getting better, so I'm amped up. Let's go. I'll jump on the bandwagon. Just like the Padres, they get hot. Hey,
look at that. You're rooting for 2 LA teams, the Chargers and USC, but you always bash the city. I don't understand that.
It's a terrible city. That's true.
All right, here we go. So obviously,
I can't tell you.
So one of those, Dan got mad because this guy standing behind me started hitting me. Like he started when USA scored, he started hitting my shoulder. I was like, bro, chill. And he's like, we're back in it. We're back in it. And I'm like, and then Daniel's like, hey, are you okay? Was you saying something? I was like, no, he's fine. He's just being an idiot. And then obviously Holland or Netherlands score again. I turn my chair over and I look at him and I go, I believe that you just lost. And he looks at me and he gets all worked up or whatever. But then I turned around and he didn't say it. Later he comes, he's like, hey, I'm sorry. I'm a little drunk. And I was just trying to have fun with you. And I was like, yeah, dude, but you don't touch other people. Dude. That's when you don't know. I could be a psycho. I could take something out and I could be a psycho. And then he's just like, yeah, you're right. My bad. He's like, but do you think we're good? I was like, I think you guys are going to have a better 2026 in this year. But I just didn't think there was. I didn't think there was any way you guys are going to beat the Netherlands. Are too good. Okay, well, I appreciate you. I was like, yeah, whatever. But
I'm surprised he didn't tell you to leave the country, Fernando.
He can't. I was born here, so there you go. And I pissed red, white.
This is not the Compas FT show.
No, this guy over here, freaking laughing every time they miss, running his mouth. Your boy was.
I think Christian Pulisic is so overrated. It's not even funny. They try and bill him as the next Messi and Ronaldo. When he's not, he's nothing near it. He's a bench warmer at Chelsea. His head coach, the one that brought him, his head manager, the one that brought him into Borussia Dortmund, bench his ass at Chelsea. What does that tell you? The kid is a bench warmer. He's not a leader. He's not the best player. He scored a cute one against Iran. That's all he ever did. He scored 1 goal against Iran, and everybody was all hoopla over him. And I just pointed out to the facts that kid is a bench warmer. He is not better than anybody out there. So, yeah.
Is that your bird of the week? Christian Pulisic?
Yeah, he had a bad miss.
Oh, no, my bird of the week was
10 minutes. We have to keep you updated, bro, on football. We have to keep you
updated. I will watch the next episode.
My burial of the week is all the Deion Sanders haters out there.
Oh, there you go.
Yep.
Here we go. Yep. Watch this video, Gilbert. You'll get a kick out of this.
Oh, I'm so hyped.
cab because I'm bringing my luggage with me. And it's Louis. Okay. It ain't gonna be no more of the mess that these wonderful fans, the student body, and some of your parents have put up with for probably 2 decades now. I'm coming. And when I get here, it's gonna be changed. So I want y'all to get ready to go ahead and jump in that portal and do whatever you're gonna get. Because the more you jump in, the more room you make.
So basically, Deion Sanders got hired by Colorado. We all know that. He told those kids, I'm coming. Like, I'm going to bring my guys with me from Jackson State. He already said, I'm introducing your new quarterback. And he looked at his son. So his son's coming over. His son has talent. He's a good quarterback.
Okay.
Yeah. So he basically told these kids to jump in the portal. Gilbert, there's 40,000 kids right now in the portal. 40,000 kids that are trying to transfer. It's incredible. It's nothing. We've never seen anything like it. So obviously, there's a lot of people going at Deion Sanders, saying that he's against black people, that he doesn't want to help black people out. That's why he left Jackson State and everything. Do you people know that he's the one that donated from his own pocket money so that they could build a good facility for those kids? He's done so much for the HBCU. Now you have Eddie George as an HBCU coach. You have other coaches that have now come in and they want to be HBCU coaches because of Deion Sanders. Deion Sanders literally opened the door for HBCUs to come and be, I don't want to say relevant again, but there's been really good players that have come out of there. I mean, the one I can remember as of late was Darius Leonard, who I think now goes by Shaquille Leonard. But there are good players in there, and Deion Sanders literally has opened the door for these kids again, and he's put them on the map. Barstool Sports has an agreement with athletes and HBCUs. There's a lot because of him. There's other companies that have come. College Game Day came to Jackson State because of Deion Sanders. Like, they've opened the doors for all these kids, and okay, he's leaving. Okay, Gilbert, if you say, let's just say you've been at your newspaper for 15 years, ESPN comes calling. They say, Gilbert, we want you. We need you. Let's go. Come on. Are you just supposed to say, no, I'm good where I'm at in my job? No. You want to upgrade. You want to get bigger. You want to get better. You want to do better in your life. They're basically telling Deion, don't go be better. Stay where you're at. Why do you want to go anywhere else? That to me is embarrassing, especially because Colorado has a lot. I think most of their rosters has black students in it. Imagine all the good that Deion Sanders is going to do at a D1. Number one. Number two, no other D1 offered him a contract. It was only Colorado. South Florida didn't want. The other schools were like, we'll see. I think he's going to build this Colorado school up, and I think ultimately he's going to end up at his alma mater at Florida State in a couple of years. But he is building institutions as he goes. If you leave, it's always, how are you going to leave? Like, when you come in, how are you going to leave it when you leave? How are you going to leave the institution when you leave? Jackson State's in a way better spot than they were before primetime came in. So for all the haters to be out there calling him out, how many athletes and famous people and everything don't just throw money at problems? Deion Sanders went in there and he fixed a lot of the issues that Jackson State had. We've seen a lot of athletes throw money and say, oh, here, I donated. No, it's about giving your time, doing what you need to do. Deion went in there. He put his time. He did everything. I know he was a head coach, but he literally has put his time and money into it, and he's built up Jackson State. Now he's going to come to Colorado. I think he's going to build that up, leave it better than he left it, and he'll probably move on to Florida State in a couple of years. But I just think it's embarrassing the way that folks are coming after him, especially when all he's done is help young black athletes be better. He's brought in guys to help them manage their money better. Like, he's done a lot for these athletes, and I feel like it's only going to get better as Deion goes.
And he's done a lot for you too, Fernando, calling you bragging about your hair and saying you have good genetics.
Yeah.
So I can see the passion, and you love Deion Sanders, and I agree with everything you're saying. A lot of people never, he wasn't there long at Jackson State, but he went there. A lot of people won't even consider them. They won't even listen to the opportunity. He said, you know what? I got to start somewhere. Why not do some good, help out here? And he made them relevant, talked about, and they did a lot of good things there in a short period of time. So yes, and you always want to get better. I love what he's saying about he's not chasing the bag. They're coming after him because of what he's doing. So the only issue I kind of have, but I get it, is that video that you sent, like, do we need to see that? That should be a private conversation with his players.
I think so too. I
But
think
it
so
is
too.
the
You
age.
know what?
It's the age of like
Supposedly,
putting everything out
But
there. So
that's the whole
Exactly.
recruiting tool.
yeah,
I think.
I know.
Yeah.
That's the whole recruiting
But
tool.
Yeah.
I'll say this: nobody like me watching that. I'm like laughing and smiling. Like he said, Louis, like that's pretty good. That's clever. Nobody in that
This-
room was laughing. Nobody was
Yeah,
smiling.
heck
They
no.
were
They
they were
know. They know it's
scared.
for real.
They were
Yeah.
taking
Yeah.
it seriously, and they're like, I want to be here. I got to listen to this man. So
A kid, I
Bro,
think
if
a
you get a
receiver.
chance-
I think a receiver just transferred from. He was going to be a top 5 receiver or whatever. He just transferred from wherever. Not transferred. He just decommitted from wherever he was going, and now he's coming to Colorado.
wow.
Bro, if you get a chance, watch the full 7-minute clip I sent you. You could tell he commands that room from the get-go. And he is like, this program has been an abomination for too long. And gosh dang it, I'm here to fix it. It's wild, bro. Seriously, I love Deion's message because his whole thing is about building young men to be men. And it's like, he talks about just being a mentor. So they're better fathers when they have kids. So they're better brothers, just better people in general. Because that's the whole point about coaching anyway. It's building men, champions on the field and off the field.
Exactly.
Well,
All right,
take us
let's
to
go.
promos.
What's up?
Promos. Sorry.
Yeah, let's go now with Dan and Dago and see what he's got cooking up for us.
What did I tell you? We get into it all on this year, your favorite program, and also throw a few jabs at each other, but it's all in good fun. Don't worry about that. Speaking of jabs, do not forget to check out Combat Compas, because on there's a lot of interviews with great fighters like Andy Ruiz, Deontay Wilder, Triple G, Ryan Garcia, all on there. Don't forget to go check it out, and don't forget to check out. We're getting past the round of 16. We're waiting on a few more games. Don't forget to check out Compas FC. So when you get excited on the weekend, in the morning, in the morning, on weekdays and weekends, when you get fired up in here, goal, you come on over with the Compas so they can break it all down for you. We do it all here on your favorite program. We cover football and football. Don't you worry about nothing. We got you all. Anyway, let's just get back to the program.
Dan and Dago, always great to hear from you and all your passions and your promoting stuff. So obviously, guys, come on. You don't want to hear that cowboy hat wearing, sunglass donning, son of a gun. Cut your promos. Talk about your restaurants. Talk about your bars. Talk about your whiskeys. Obviously, come and promote with the Compas. We'd love to do something like that. Let me ask you guys, and Gilbert, I'm going to start with you. Do you consider Die Hard a Christmas movie?
Oh, that's a good question. For a while, I did not. I thought it was more of an action movie. But every time the holiday season comes around, yeah, I hate the music. But we're already like December 5th, 6th, whatever. It's okay now. I'm now getting in the spirit, and I want to watch Die Hard. So that tells me it is a Christmas movie. Sorry. We should make a Die Hard the musical. How about that? But it is a Christmas movie to me. And I watched it last year again, and I'm like, okay, I gotta watch it again this year.
Dan?
Of course it's a Christmas movie. It literally happens at Christmas. Just because there's gunfire and everything else, and terrorists doesn't mean it's not a Christmas movie.
Yeah, I agree. It's always been a Christmas movie to me. I mean, it's always shown during Christmas, so I do consider it a Christmas movie. And obviously, like Dan said, it is around the time and everything. But yeah, it is a Christmas movie. All right, guys. Obviously,
no. By the way,
yeah, Victor said no. I think so. That would be an interesting take from him, guys. Obviously, the Indiana Jones 5 trailer just dropped, and if you guys haven't watched it actually does look pretty interesting. I'm wondering how they're going to do all this with Indiana and everything, and then obviously Harrison Ford is a lot older than he was the last time he became Mr. Indy. So obviously it's going to be fun to watch him don the hat and the whip again. What? Mr. Indy.
Dude, I wish we could get sound bites from us from stuff we say and just play it randomly. That would be hilarious. That would be a good one.
Make it a TikTok.
Yeah, no. So obviously, well, Dan just wants. Obviously, the reason why Dan's saying that is because he loves.
Now go Chargers, go!
Oh no, I hate that one. No, I don't want to listen to that one. That's for sure. I'm not happy about that one. Minnesota. Oh, I love that one. I was yelling that one over the weekend because they won. Minnesota Vikings.
So obviously, the movie just dropped. It's gonna be interesting to watch him again with the hat and the whip. So it'll be fun to watch him reprise the role. Dan, let me start with you. What's been your favorite Harrison Ford? I mean, he's one of the most famous actors, I think in America. So what's one of your favorite roles of his?
I love him as Richard Kimball in The Fugitive with Tommy Lee Jones. That's a damn good movie. It's just wild. He's always been a good actor.
You've never watched it. I don't think you've ever watched it.
I have.
Never seen The Fugitive?
It's been a long time. I've seen it.
Okay.
Is that the one with
Bro,
Will
that's
Smith?
like-
No, that's a different one.
Oh my god!
What's the one with Tommy Lee Jones and Will Smith? I forget that one.
No, it's Wesley
Men in
Snipes.
Black.
Yeah, there we
Oh,
go.
Men in Black.
You're a barbarian.
Wait, no.
Freaking
Okay.
Neanderthal.
There's a
This is
movie.
the one
Bro,
where,
that's like-
where Tommy Lee Jones is in. He's in the U.S. Marshals, and Harrison Ford has supposedly killed his wife, and he's on the run.
But he's
in
trying
Chicago.
to prove his innocence, and he breaks out of jail and everything. It's wild, bro. It's a good movie.
You said Wesley
But, like,
Snipes,
just
right?
seeing-
Okay.
Just seeing
No,
Tommy
Wesley
Lee
Snipes
Jones-
is in U.S. Marshals.
U.S. Marshals.
Whatever. I've seen it. I just forgot.
God. You're in so bad in need of a friggin' moviecation. I'll make a list for my love, and she's gonna make you watch those movies because this is terrible. But anyway, when you see Tommy Lee Jones and Harrison Ford on the screen at the same time, it's like watching Iron Man and Captain America on the same screen. It's mind blowing.
See, I got one person
Vic-
right from that movie.
Vic went with Rick Deckard from Blade Runner. Gilbert, what's yours?
Yeah, mine is pretty easy because the other one you're gonna get it too. But Indiana Jones, it's a classic. What else can I say, Fernando? To be honest, how many movies are there? You said there was 5.
No, I think there's more.
Well, you said
No,
5.
you're right. Indiana Jones. This is the 5th one.
I don't even think I saw the 4th. I don't think I saw the 4th, and I think I saw the first 3.
The 4th one is with Shia LaBeouf.
Yeah, and then no Shia LaBeouf.
I did not.
Shia LaBeouf. No.
The original,
the first 3 without Shia LaBeouf.
Okay.
Yeah.
Without Shia
Those are the
LaBeouf.
ones I really like.
Shia LaBeouf, and then this one.
Oh, this one's the 5th. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, anyways, the ones that came out when he was in his prime, I enjoyed those. I used to watch them on TV all the time as a kid. I think on a Saturday afternoon, Channel 5, it came up. Indiana Jones, the first 3. So I love those movies. And I almost was surprised that nobody wanted this one, but I'll take this one, Indiana Jones.
Well, because I went with Han Solo.
Yeah, that's an easy one.
Han Solo is the greatest character of all time. I got one. All right, great kid. Don't get cocky. So obviously,
Dewey.
I love Han Solo. I think Harrison Ford was born to play. That's a Wookiee. Harrison Ford was born to play
in it.
Han Solo. So, but we're talking about Han Solo. So
it's his
obviously
best
Han
friend.
Solo-
Partner. Come on.
What?
That's his partner.
Yeah.
That's
Well,
right,
well, no. Remember what Gilbert deems as a partner. So no,
partner
that's his
in
friend.
crime, Frau. Partner.
You don't
in
know.
Oh my
crime.
God. So obviously, I'm gonna go with Han Solo. I just love Han Solo, the character, and I think that is what Harrison Ford was born to play. Oh my God, he's talking about episode 5 when he's frozen.
There you go.
You're the worst. Dan, we're gonna thank you for your time. You were amazing. I think you're Han Solo right now, and you're frozen. He always gets frozen
That was
at
my
this
best
point.
imitation.
Mr. Han.
So we
Solo.
appreciate you, Dan. Anything else you want to say before you head out?
I would just love to say,
So
I think he's gonna have something serious there. But I feel like
no, he's good at it. I think he knows exactly when he's gonna get cut off. All right, Gilbert, real quick for una mas. I got 3 quick questions for you. What did you like eating for breakfast when you were a kid?
What did I like eating for breakfast as a kid? Obviously,
Like, were you a cereal kid?
Yeah. Which I found out a lot of things when you get older. Milk is pretty bad.
Yeah. Nobody gives a crap about that. Don't be
But
don't be one of those
okay.
people.
But I was a kid. I ate a lot of McDonald's and cereal. That was my diet as a kid. So Cinnamon Toast Crunch was one of my favorites. Fruity Pebbles was one of my favorites.
You have to choose one.
Man. Tricks is not Reese's Puff. You can get that one out of here. I don't care about that one.
That one's so good.
Disgusting. Okay. I'm gonna just eliminate because I really like this question here, Fernando. You got me going. It does remind me of my childhood. Reese's Puff, not even close. Lucky Charms, I like the marshmallows, but I don't like the ones that are not marshmallows, and there's just too many of those. I used to kind of pick them out, so I'm taking that out of the taking that out of the list. Don't really care for Captain Crunch. If it's there, I'll eat it. So it's down to 3: Fruity Pebbles, Cinnamon Toast Crunch, or Tricks. Tricks out of here. Not to the semifinals. I mean the finals. I'm really taking my time with this. Fruity Pebbles or Cinnamon Toast Crunch. I think Fruity Pebbles get too soggy. They make you feel rushed. You're on a deadline. I enjoy them.
Deadline, God, you had it with work.
Ding. Cinnamon Toast Crunch. That's my answer. Championship.
That's my answer too, because I love at the end the milk. The milk.
Yeah.
When you get all that's delicious when you drink it. That's honestly gold.
When's the last time you had it? Like for real, Cinnamon Toast Crunch?
2 years ago.
It's been a minute, yeah.
Yeah. You know which other one was good with by them? Their French toast one.
Yeah, those are all right.
Yeah. Speaking about being a kid, I think you and I are going to have a similar answer for this one as well. Who was your favorite athlete as a kid?
Favorite athlete? Oh, easy. Kobe Bryant, sir.
Okay, yeah, that was mine too.
But my other ones, you want more? Randy Moss, my favorite football player of all time. And then baseball, I was a really big fan of Gary Sheffield and Sean Green, former Dodgers.
Cristiano Ronaldo, and in football, you know what? In football, I really loved Ray Lewis, like the way he like his intensity and everything, the way he ran hard, and he was one of mine. I used to love watching LT also play as a running back. I thought LT was incredible as a back. Like he was so vicious with everything he did and the way he ran. He ran hard and everything. So those are probably some of my favorite athletes. And then I got one more for you. This one's gonna be funny, and I cannot wait to see. One more, like I said, it is. What is your favorite Christmas movie?
Okay, I'm glad it's a list because I can't even name one.
So it's Christmas Vacation. It's The Polar Express, Elf, Miracle on 34th Street, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, Christmas Story, Home Alone, The Grinch, The Santa Claus, It's a Wonderful Life, Die Hard, and Peanuts.
Maybe I am the Grinch, but there's most of these movies I dislike. I don't even care for. The two black and white ones, get out of here. I don't care for the reindeer one. I don't care for the 1, 2, or 9, or 12.
You don't like 9?
What the hell is 9? Oh,
the Santa Claus with Tim Allen.
No, I am good. He made like 5 of those movies, right?
3.
No. Number 6, what's it called? What's number 6? Christmas Story, right?
Christmas Story.
I do enjoy that when they on TBS they do a 24-hour marathon. I usually catch it once or twice. I do enjoy that, but it's not my favorite. I do like Elf. It makes me laugh. I do enjoy that, but I gotta go with Home Alone. That's a classic. I gotta watch it at least once.
Okay.
So I'm not a total Grinch. Give me number 7.
Okay, thank God. At least you got. See, I can't. I have 7 and 9 to me are together. I can't say one or the other. I just love both of them. I have to watch The Grinch. I have to watch Elf. I have to watch Jingle All the Way because of Turbo Man.
My favorite one actually. That's something we have in common.
Yeah, so I love that movie. Like I just love how he has to do everything. I love when he calls the house. And he's like, "Hi, can you get me?" He's like, "Get me your mother, Dad. Are you almost here? Because you know, Turbo Man says if you must keep your promises if you want to keep your friends. That's it. I'm up to here with Turbo Man. The last person I want to hear about is Turbo Man. Now get me your mother." And he's like, "What would you know about promises?" And he hangs up the phone on him. Oh my God, that's a great.
Sinbad makes that movie, by the way.
Oh, Sinbad's hilarious. I love when he's like, Myron? And he's like, yeah, Myron. Great movie. Gilbert, honestly, you passed the test on these. You actually did very well. I was surprised. Obviously, guys, we appreciate you guys so much for checking out another episode of Compas on the Beat. Don't forget, we also have House of Horns. It's a short week this week, so you guys are gonna want to tune in to House of Horns. I think I will be again tagging in for Victor Producer. Happy to do it. It's always fun getting together with Gilbert and causing some mayhem, no matter what show it's on. So we appreciate it. So check out that show. It's a short week. Raiders week against the Rams on Thursday Night Football. Chargers, they face the Dolphins this Sunday night. Still trying to find somebody to jump on and talk Chargers, so we'll see who we get. If not, Dan and Diego and I will break it all down for you guys. And then obviously don't forget to check out Compas FC. We will be doing a breakdown Wednesday morning. Expect something out. We're waiting for all the games to be done this week, all this weekend. There's 2 more games on Tuesday, or there was 2 more games on Tuesday, so expect an episode on Wednesday. We will be dropping that. And then Combat Compas, guys, we will be doing some more stuff with Combat Compas. We're just waiting for the World Cup season to kind of die down, the NFL season to kind of slow down for both of us, and we'll be doing some more stuff, especially because stuff is heating up. The Royal Rumble's coming up. There's a lot of rumors that I'm hearing, and I need to tell Gilbert because Gilbert gets mad at me. He's like, Fernando, I feel like I'm misinformed. I don't feel like I know what's going on. I'm like, Gilbert, don't worry. I got you. I got all the rumors out there. We will be talking about those pretty soon. WrestleMania season's heating up. You know the Compas will be out there. We will be talking to some of your favorite wrestlers. And it's going to be a lot of fun coming up. But yeah, don't forget, we do this stuff because of you guys. We got 5 different shows. We hope you rock with each one of those 5 shows. And hopefully soon we'll be having some merch. Maybe that hat that Gilbert has on his head will soon be up for sale. So you guys can say, hey, I rock with the Compas. So we appreciate you guys so much. Thank you guys so much for rocking us with us. Be a compa, tell a compa, like, subscribe, comment on all of our videos. Let us know what you like, what you dislike. If you guys have any questions to ask us. We will answer them on Compas on the Beat. Again, I am sorry that I said that the Bucks had lost. They won 17-16. So again, I apologize for that one. It was just a little hiccup there from your boy.
Yeah, I can't wait to a good loyal listener of Compas on the Beat to be watching this in the 10-minute mark and be like, hey, the Bucks actually won that game for now. You're wrong. And then leave a comment. And then like 10 minutes later, oh, you're watching it live. So that should be something for people to enjoy.
That'd be funny.
So exactly. Yeah, if you got to this point, then you know what I'm talking about. So I appreciate all the support from everybody during this time of year, especially during the holidays. I'm grateful, appreciative of everybody. Thank you, Fernando, for coming in House of Horns. Need you for another week here. But again, Victor's doing okay. He's recovering. He'll be back. And yeah, eventually I do want to make more of these hats here. So if you want one of these hats, leave a comment too. That way I'll save you on the list. I got to make some more. People have been asking, Fernando. I know on your side too, your family, your friends also want hats here. So it's been a good year. I know it's not the end of the year, but I don't know why I'm doing this. But a lot of big things coming, and another great episode. And are we ready, Fernando? Because week 14 is waiting for us.
Week 14, short week for Gilbert, so obviously he needs to go, so I'm going to let him go. So, ¿sabes qué, Gilbert? Vámonos.
Ya nos vamos, pues. Vámonos.